I don't know. I'm excited, doing real good.
Yeah, good. So, I read through what you sent me before. Um, and so where do you feel like you are missing the boat? Where?
I feel like it's like I feel like I've been doing it for so long and I don't really stay consistent, so then I get discouraged and fall off, and it's hard doing stuff with Kaya home, so it's like hit or miss constantly. So then I get like frustrated, and then I give up on my journey, and I take like weeks off, and then I start back up again, and then I'm like, oh, so it's like a cycle, and it's just like,
Yeah.
I just don't stay consistent, and I'm having like a hard time with it. But I keep telling Deborah and Melissa, because they're my accountability partners, that there's a reason why we stayed in it for so long. But like, when is going to be our day one that we just freaking like go for it? Because we have so much that we want to do, but then we all just fall off, and it's like a cycle. It's like, I've come to the conclusion that yes, they're my partners, but I can't like rely on other people. It's all on me, and it's just, I think I don't know. I've been doing it for too long, and now I realize that I may be doing everything wrong. Like, my mind's not where it needs to be.
Yeah. Your mind is definitely the most important thing, because everything kind of stems off of that, So when you say you're up and down and you fall off, are you talking about your fitness too, or just like the activity?
Yeah.
Oh, fitness too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's like, I'll have one day where I'll miss it, and I'm like, oh, I can make it up tomorrow. And then it's like life happens every single day, and it drives me in, and I let it happen. And it's like, I don't know. And just like with my turbo kick, I got certified in March, and here it is December, and I haven't even taught a class yet. I haven't even practiced or nothing. So I'm like discouraged, because it's like, I really want to start teaching, but I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't really know. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, is it just the baby that's home with you? The rest of them are in school all day?
Yeah.
Okay. And does she nap?
That's the thing, is because she still breastfeeds, so she feeds quite a bit still. And then when she naps for like maybe a half an hour to 40 minutes. And then
Yeah.
it's like, but like, I can put on like ABC Mouse and stuff to kind of like take a little bit of time. But then that's why I struggle with, is I kind of put my priorities off, because I'm like, well, the kids are going to be home soon, because I also pick up my niece and like oh my God, I think I'm taking on too much in life. But I like,
What do
when I
you
have
do? You
that,
pick up your niece from school?
yeah, because I pick her up because she just moved back home from Texas, and she hasn't been home in 4 years. So I haven't seen her in a while. So I was like, I'll pick you up from school. So I pick her up at 2, and then I take her back at 3, and then I pick my kids up, and then I pick her back up at 4, and then I take care of Brandon's grandma after. So I do her laundry and paint her nails. So I know, because I'm trying to find different ways, because he's laid off during the winter, and I have to like figure out different little things that I can do to make money without actually going to work.
Right.
So,
Right.
but I let that be my excuse also, because I'm like, when I have free time when she's napping, I want to clean the house, or like, so it's just frustrating.
Right. Right. Okay. So, when you wrote this down, when you wrote these goals down, like to look at from a year from now,
Mm-hmm.
and you wrote down like, I want to have freedom and be spontaneous, make memories with my family, feel like a part of something big. I want to be strong and have healthy friendships, seen as a leader. I want to start something and finish it. I want to show myself I can be strong. I want to build muscle and not be so unhappy. So I guess like the thing I would say is that you have to figure out the deeper meaning behind that.
Like, is that kind of like my why I want all this, or?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's looking at, okay, this is what I want. Um, but yes, why do you want it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just for your family and for your financial situation and those things, but it's thinking about why do you need it? Like, why do you personally, connecting it back to yourself, and
Mm-hmm.
then realizing who is the person that I need to become to make this happen. That's the real.
Yeah, I struggle with it. So I know, oh, it's crazy.
So, but it's taking ownership that the person you are now has to grow into the person that's going to achieve these goals.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that people don't realize. So if you take ownership and realize that the person you are now is just spinning,
Mm-hmm.
you're just spinning. You may want these things, but you really don't know why you want these things, and you're not emotionally connected to that. And like I said, recognizing that the person that's going to achieve these goals is a better version of you. It's not a different person. It's just a better version of you.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a completely different person as far as confidence level, mindset, focus, organization, skill set. It's all taking all of those things and getting better at them. So you almost have to like envision the person who is achieving these goals.
Mm-hmm.
And it can be like a mesh of people that you already admire, and they don't even have to be in Beachbody. They can be in, anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I always talk about my grandma, and that's where I really learned my leadership skills from. So it can be like a mesh of these people, and really thinking about like, what do you like about these people? Is it their confidence level? Is that they're calm? Is it they're organized? Is that they're always happy? What is it about them that you like, those traits? And starting to like write that down on paper and realizing that you're gonna probably become a mesh of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what we do. We like attracts like. And when you think about the person that you have to become to achieve these goals for your family, and you still haven't like connected the why yet, you have to figure that out yourself. But when you think about, okay, this is going to be a better version of me that's going to do all of this, then you have to look at, okay, well, how do I get to be that person? Does that make sense?
Yes.
So for an instructor, for example, it's like an easy way to explain it. When you're not an instructor and you do a certification and you see the person that's doing, I don't know if you did a live cert, but you see the person that's doing the presenter, and they're confident and they're fit and they're happy and they're so knowledgeable, and they get up there and they have like public speaking skills, and they have like, relationship skills and all these things that you see. And then you're like, but I haven't even taught a class. I don't know how to cue. I don't know how to face people. I don't know how to not face people. And you realize that like, these are all the things, the skill set that you have to learn. But just knowing those skills and not having the people skills is not enough, right? Like you have to have the charisma, you have to have the relationship skills, you have to be positive, you have to be happy, you have to actually care about people. Like, so it's both, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at it that way, and then you realize, okay, I need to work on my cueing. I need to work on mirroring. I need to memorize the choreography. Like there's actual like skills that you have to learn to actually go and be able to turn into not only an instructor, a great instructor, but like if a presenter was a goal, then like that would be the kind of the ladder. So you kind of have to look at your business the same way. And it's not just the skill set of getting sales. That's a part of it, but it's really the skill set of who you need to become.
That totally makes sense.
Yeah.
It
So
does.
when you look at it like that and you dump that down on paper, then hopefully you realize that a lot of it is like, you've got to do personal development. You've got to do seminars, courses, whatever. But then you have to apply it, because reading books is nothing unless you take what you learn and realize, I need to do this, and do it.
That's why I think I struggle, because I get all excited and I'm like, oh, I can do this, I can do this. I do it for like a week and then I just fall off, and then I forget everything that I read. And
well, maybe you need to like just dump your brain on paper with your goals and your vision. So your vision should be a part of your goals, but also like, who is it that I need to become? What are the skill sets that I need to work on to, become this person that has achieved these goals, right? A lot of times people write this down, which is what you wrote, which was to be seen as a leader, right? And you have to just do that. A big part of this business, you do and then you learn. Like, people think you learn and then you do. But what happens is you learn and you learn and you learn, and then before you know it, you're overwhelmed and you're literally like, I need to take a break because my head's going to explode.
Yeah.
You have to just do. You have to do and fail. Not that you fail every time, but you have to just like do, and then realize, okay, learn from that experience, and then, tweak it next time. But to be seen as a leader, it's doing, it's sponsoring people, and then it's helping those people sponsor people. And it's just like, that's how that happens. So we have to realize that a leader is just someone that achieves. They achieve by doing, and then they help other people achieve. And they're helping other people get success. So that is how that will happen. And if you understand that and you connect those pieces, then it's like, okay, I need to just start talking to people about my business. Like, that's just one thing, and that's just one example. Okay. But I think that you said you read Rock Your Network Marketing Business, but the $1 million question is what did you apply from it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think I did any of it. I think I read it and it was like, I was happy that I read it. Like that was it. Like, oh, I just read another book. So it's like,
yeah. And so stop making that your goal. Like, don't make your goal to read a book. Make it your goal to implement. So if, it takes you 2 months to get through the book, but you get through the book with taking notes, and then, like, you actually are highlighting, I'm going to do this, and then you just do it and you put it on hold, and then you go and you actually implement that. It's better than, let me read the next chapter and then I get 20 more ideas, and then, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. Because that's what happens. I have like notebooks and notebooks full of stuff, and I'm like, oh, and I get so overwhelmed. I'm like, because there's always like, oh, I could do this or I could do this. And it's just like, and then I think
and so you have to do, and then you have to realize, like, okay, like I said, like, that worked, or that would have worked if I did this, or, like, that's what you have to figure out. So you have to like read it and then take notes and then put it on hold and do. And then if you can still do personal development as a daily activity, but you have to realize that there's a difference between personal development and business development.
Yeah.
Okay. So like Rock Your Network Marketing Business is like business development, because she's actually like giving you what to do, right? So you have to apply it. But then personal development would be like John Maxwell, that would be like just leadership training, or Eat That Frog, Brian Tracy, time management, organization, priorities. Like that's the kind of stuff you could listen to every day, and you're not going to get overwhelmed. You're probably going to feel empowered and motivated.
Yeah.
But business development stuff, you have to like do it with a notebook, and you have to apply it, you know?
Okay.
Just like when you were on that last call I did, just like when I watched that webinar with John and Nadia about the whole ATM system, and I was like, oh my God, I have to do this, like stop everything. And then I went and I implemented it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you have to do. Because otherwise, what is the point?
Exactly. Yeah.
You're literally wasting money and wasting time, whether you know, bought it or you didn't buy it. Money is time, right?
Yeah.
So I think that that's a big thing, and that's something you have, like, that's leading yourself. So you have to be more in control of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that that's like number one. And, you know, she has a podcast too. So whether you do the book again or you listen to her podcasts are short. But you kind of have to listen to them with it, like I said, a pen and a paper, take notes, and then go implement it. And then don't go and listen to another one until you get. Listen to something else that, like I said, or listen to Joel Osteen, or, you know, something that you are going to get that personal fulfillment out of, but it's not going to give you an activity.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
I think I just take on like way too much, and then I burn myself out, like is what happens.
Yeah.
And then that's why I loved when you were talking about the ATM group and like challenge groups, because I get so overwhelmed with challenge groups. Like I cannot get people engaged, but then I know why. It's because we're not engaged ourselves. So it's like, that's why I was like really excited about that, because I'm like, okay, I mean, and I even told Brandon, like, in 2019, I have really big goals, and I'm going to need your help because I have to do it, and I have to have somebody help me with the baby, because that's my biggest excuse right now. Because it's like, I can't focus because she's always on me, and it's like,
yeah, I know it is. It's a challenging, it's an amazing time, but it's definitely a challenging time personally, because you're just literally like,
yes,
you know, and you black it out. Like I don't even remember some of the, you know, when Skylar was young, because we didn't sleep for 2 years, and now they're in our bed every night, and so every day you're just like, oh.
That's how she sleeps in our bed every night, and it's like, I know what you mean. It's just like, oh my God, I just need a little time, and we don't have a lot of help with family, so it's like he's laid off.
It's exhausting.
I wrote everything down. I'm like, I need to do this because like I want it so bad, and it's not even for.
But why do you say that? I want it so bad. Why do you say that? Like, what do you want so bad?
I think maybe just to feel like it's hard. Just to feel important, because I'm just in mom mode all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to feel like proud of myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want it for the money. Like, yes, that's nice, but I've kind of passed that, because I like when people tell me thank you, or like this girl, I ran into her at the gym one day, and I didn't even know her, and she said that she's been watching my journey for years when I was pregnant with Kai and stuff. And just by her watching me, she lost 50 pounds. You know, that was so cool. I'm like, oh my God, it's amazing. And then she's actually a coach, but she's not under me anymore because it made her sign up and stuff. But it's like, I like that feeling, and I like how fitness makes me feel, because it's like, I've noticed since I don't work out that much, I start drinking wine, and it's like like I'm always looking for something to make me feel good. It's just,
right.
I just want the family and the community.
Mm-hmm.
It's just,
right. So you don't have to share this with me, but I want you to really I want you to go deeper than that. And I want you to think about, like, why? Why is it important for you to feel important? And, you know, why have there been failures in the past? Have there been things that have happened that, you know, have led you to this point? Why is it important for you to feel important outside of being a mom? You know,
Yeah.
Why do you need that family community? Have you not had that, or did you have it a long time ago? So like you need to really like think about that and like write that stuff down, because that's going to connect you to why you're really doing this. And that's the only thing that can motivate you. And if you really just be honest with yourself, like just put it on paper. Nobody else is going to read it, you know, but you kind of have to be honest with yourself that that's why you're doing this. And if you can tap into that, that's what will really motivate you at the end of the day. And that's all you'll need. Okay. And then, like you said, like there's other women, there's other women that probably want the same thing. So you have to be able to communicate that in a way to them and offer that to them to get them to go, okay, I want to do what you're doing. I want to join your team. I want to be around this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Twofold. It's for you. It's your ultimate motivation. It's what's going to make you get up and do this when you don't want to do it. But then at the same time, you have to be able to communicate that to other people so that they want to be a part of it and they want to join.
Yeah. Is that where the personal development comes in, to kind of like build my confidence to be able to speak about it? Because I mean, obviously, like I still get, every time I talk about it, I mean, I can't talk about it because it's like.
Well, I think that's okay. And I think like Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life is like my favorite book from Brian Tracy. I think that it will help in your confidence level, but I think that it's never easy. And if it's really important, you are going to choke up and you are going to cry about it. And you're probably going to do it every single time. And that's normal. And then people get it. Like they understand that this really means something to you. So I think all of that's okay. If you can talk about it unemotionally, people aren't going to connect. They're not going to, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I think that it's like Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, right? Like at the end of the movie, you know how she's like, oh, or Glinda's like, oh, you know how to go home all the whole time. Yeah. You knew how to click your heels and do this the entire time. And the whole movie, she's searching.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're doing. You know how to motivate yourself. You know why you're doing this. And you know what you have to talk about with other women, and you're fighting it.
Yeah, I'm like scared to get out of my comfort zone. It's so weird. Like I try and then I like go back into it.
But you're the only person that can figure that out. I can't figure that out for you. I don't know that. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I'm being serious. So it's like, don't look for that answer in a book. You have to just pen to paper, like ask those hard questions of yourself and write those answers down. And then you just have to start leading your business from that point, like from that place. You know, this is why I'm doing this. This is, you know, who I am. And this is who I need to be, who I need to become a year from now. These are the skill sets that I need to work on, which means my nose needs to be in a book, or I need to be listening to audios every single day, right? Mm-hmm. And these are the people that I want to sponsor. These are the people I want to help. These are the people that I want on my team. And then you just need to get out there and start talking to them. But from that place.
Yeah.
From the place of what you just started to share with me. And so it's not easy. And it's not comfortable, but it's honest and it's you. And that's what people kind of miss about this, is just that it's a very personal journey. Mm-hmm. And so you are nobody can compete with you if you just be you.
Makes sense. It really does.
Mm-hmm. So you kind of have to do some soul searching and figure that out on paper. And then, you know, is there books that can help you share your story better? Yeah, probably. Like there's always like skills you can get better at, but it's owning the fact that you have to lead from that place. Mm-hmm. And it's owning the fact that you have to share this, whatever level of it that you want to share. Like, you don't have to share all of it, but you have to share it to a certain point with other people. And so to join your team. So another thing you have to think about is like, when you say, I need the family, I need the community, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who is it that what is the team that you want to build? Okay. And when you say that I need the family and I need the community, you have to think about, what is that? Is that for you? Like, are you talking about the fitness community just so you have that like motivation all the time to do your workouts? So for me, like, that's why I actually teach classes. If I didn't teach classes, I don't know if I would work out. And that's why I became an instructor a long time ago. And that it's fun. So if it's not fun, I don't want to do it. So it's okay I just own that. You see what I mean? Like, most people wouldn't own that. They would be like, oh, well, I'm in fitness because I'm super buff and I have to be fit, and like, I'm an educator and whatever. Well, no, I actually just teach classes because it makes me work out and because it's fun and I love it. Right. So you have to just own that. Right. But then you have to realize that what the team you need to build, that you have to create something different for them. So I teach classes for me and to hold me accountable to my fitness, right? Which is why a lot of people are, do beach body programs and challenge groups. But for the team I need to build, I am looking at that from a different point of, what is the family that I want to create, and what is it they're going to need of me? Mm-hmm. And so you have to think about your personality and who you are, and know you're going to attract you. So for example, for me, it's that fitness and work can be fun, and that I have that leadership ability because I've always been in a management role, so I've taken that kind of with me. But also the financial piece. Like, I want to help people build something that I'm building myself.
Yeah.
So you have to think about, what does that team look like? What do they need from you? What do they need from the business? I know what they need from the business, right? But for me as a leader, I know that they need for me to be myself and just have fun and create that like family and community and friendships. And so that's what you want to think about, because when you're inviting people and when you're talking to people, you have to be inviting them to that. And your social media and everything kind of leads from the same place, because people need more of a reason to join than just the program, just the weight loss, just the group. Like, it's like, what else? Why join you? And you basically want to be offering them something that they can't get anywhere else. And obviously they can get a workout program anywhere. They can work out and lose weight anywhere. But are they going to get what you're really offering them anywhere? Like, what are you really offering them? Like what you said, like the community, the family, the support, what is that? You've got to figure that out.
Yeah. And like, that's the biggest thing that I want. So, I mean, if I want people like me, which I know there are, there's a ton of, probably a lot of people just like me. I definitely need to figure it out, because I don't know how to really put that out there. So, like, I feel like if I work on that, then that'll kind of.
Well, you need to ask yourself, like, why do I love this? What makes me happy? Those types of questions, and write those things down, and then really figuring out, do you want to lead a team from that same place? Mm-hmm. Lindsay Weiss, who's my accountability partner, like she comes from a place of like weight loss, and everything she posts and everything she does is about weight loss. This is just an example, right? She struggled with her weight her whole life. She's finally losing all this weight, seeing amazing results. And so like she's building a team and she's doing everything from that place where that's a brand and that's is the movie over?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, I'm on the phone, okay? I'll be done in a little bit, okay?
Yeah. I'm hungry for some candy.
Oh, I don't think you need candy when you're sick. Here. I'll be done in a minute, babe, okay? But like that's not me at all.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like when you're telling me that you fall off your fitness and stuff, like I could care less that you fall off your fitness, because I'm the person that's like, I fall off all the time, but I get right back on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need motivated to get back on because I just love working out. I love how it makes me feel, but I'm not the person that feels guilty when I eat cake, and I'm not the person who feels guilty if I miss 3 days of working out. So it's like, you just have to own.
I love that you own that. Like, that's so awesome.
Well, yeah, but that's what I mean. You've got to just own that, because I don't want to be responsible for people that do want to live a life that they're constantly looking at everything they put in their mouth to lose weight. There's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
But I don't want to have that type of responsibility on my shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's
do.
Not who I am. So how can I lead people best if I'm, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's not you. I totally get it.
There's times where, yes, I need to lose weight and I need to like get on it and get focused and whatever, but not every single day of my life. That's not who I am and what I believe that if you find something you love, you'll do it. And if you hang out with people who already live that life, you'll level up and you'll, get to a higher level. So you kind of just have to figure that out for what you stand for and what you believe in health and fitness.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of write those things down, and you start to build a brand through that. And you're helping everybody get fit and get healthy and lose weight, right? But in your challenge groups. But as far as like building a team,
mm-hmm.
you want to start like thinking in that direction and projecting that. Like you're supporting and helping everyone, but your few are going to be like you. Your few are going to be, And so I think that like that's the most important thing you need to like do and figure out, and all that's on paper. And then realize, okay, at the end of the day, I just need to sponsor. Like I need to build a team, but you have to know how to connect with those people.
Yeah.
Even if you show them a webinar or a video or you have coffee or whatever, like you have to be able to have that conversation with them and share with them like what you're excited about, what you're passionate about. And it has to stem from the point where you got emotional. It has to stem from, listen, I'm swallowed in mommy land all day, all night. I'm about to pull my hair out. If I didn't have this, I don't know where I would be or what I would be doing. Do I work out every single day perfectly? And am I at the perfect weight? No, but I have lost this much, this many times after all my babies. I have tons of energy, and I'm building a business through this. Do you want to do this with me? Do you want to be a part of this? Do you see what I mean? So when you just own it and you lead from that place, no one can compete with that. And they're not saying no to Beachbody. They would be saying yes or no to you. And you want that, because do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. Like whenever you broke it down like that, I don't know like why I never put two and two together, but it's like for some reason people, anytime you think that you're in fitness, they think you have to be in perfect shape and you're perfect with your eating, you're perfect with your meal planning, and I'm not at all. So I'm like, so then it's like when I talk to people, I don't really know how to talk to them. So then I like word vomit, and then it's just constant. I mean, it's just over the top, and they're like, no, because it's like it's not me. I'm just like kind of scripting stuff together, and it's
So I think you need to just like you gotta brain dump on paper, and then you have to know that like why would people want to join your team? You know, what are their fitness goals? Would they like to make any income from doing this? Like, that's a question to just ask. Would you like to earn any income from coaching, or would you just like to take advantage of the discounts and maybe get your product earned free, you know?
Yeah.
And then know that like a big part of it is probably the community and doing something for themselves and not being lost and swallowed in mommy land all day long, right? Those are your 3 things right there. Like their fitness goals, do they want to make money or just get a discount? And then the community, and to do something and be something outside of just being a mom all day. And a lot of moms and a lot of women don't want to admit that. So you have to talk about it yourself. And you have to just own, I love being a mom. It's the best thing ever, but. And you have to just talk about it. And you can't, I mean, if that's who you are and that's what you feel and that's the people you're trying to attract, you have to freely talk about it. And the people that judge you or are not like that, well, then they're not
my people.
Right people anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of what like moms, like they don't want to talk about that stuff. Don't you see that?
Oh, I do.
They want to be the best wife and the best mom.
Yeah. And I don't think there's anybody out there that's the best. So I get that.
No, and if you don't do something and take care of yourself, like you can't be the best even mom that you can be, because, you know.
Yeah. I like how you word that though. Like I got the chills just now. So it's like, I don't do any of that. It's just crazy. It's like, it's kind of like, you know how you hear that saying, fake it till you make it, but it's like, I was telling Deborah and Melissa, I'm like, I mean, that's great and all, but I don't like to fake stuff. So it's like, I can't fake it till I make it because I don't want to like fake it. So
no, it's just owning it. It's just owning it.
Yeah, that's what, I like that a lot. And I just need to like get out of what everybody thinks about me. Like, that's always what I'm like, but it's like, I totally agree with, I need to like dig deep into myself, because I have some skeletons digging down there that are like.
Oh, we all do. I mean, everybody does. You know what I mean? But like, if you can just own that and then talk to people from that place, you're gonna sponsor people, and you're gonna sponsor the people that you want, the people that want you to help them. Like that's what you want. So
it'd be amazing.
So you need to do that, and then you need to just like make your prospect list. I don't know where you're at with that, but you kind of need to just go, okay, at the end of the day, you just need to enroll people.
Yes.
You make this too complicated.
I know.
At the end of the day, I need to sign people up on my team. So I need to put people in front of the products and put them in front of the opportunity. Make your list and then ask yourself, how do I fill my calendar up this month to do that? And what are multiple ways you can do that? You know, yes, you could use the challenge group, running a challenge group, but you also kind of have to look at too, like what gives you the best results, you know, like actually measuring your success. But if you have opportunities to meet up with moms or to go to mom things or like have coffee with a friend or, you know, do like all those things. Don't limit yourself to one way, because this one way is what everybody else is doing and it's working for them.
Yeah.
But it's not working for you, or maybe it's kind of working, but don't close mind off to other ways where you can just talk to moms or talk to people. Or if you're like, I want to teach and then I can get in front of people that way. Well, do it. Like, just do it. Make it happen. Put it on your calendar. Schedule time to start practicing every day or whatever it is. And look at ways, okay, well, I'm going to run a challenge group. I'm going to teach a class in 30 days. Or I'm going to start teaching a class in my garage and inviting 5 people over to practice.
Yeah.
Whatever. And I'm going to start doing coffee lunches or whatever. Mom play groups. Or so like just like
Keeping
think
all
of
the
how many different ways can you fill up your calendar in January with literally events. And we kind of look at just events as challenge groups, but it's not. And I just feel like people are limiting themselves to, if you guys have dinner with your neighbors, that's an event.
Yeah.
It's not like you're going to sit there and be like, here's what I do with Beachbody. But no, but you're just going to be able to like sit down with that mom and have a glass of wine or a glass of coffee or a cup of coffee. And you're just going to have alone time and you're just going to listen. And most of the time it comes up. So it's like fill your calendar with as many ways as you can get in front of people.
Okay.
And whatever you want that to be. Facebook Lives, challenge groups, like I said, mom play dates, coffee dates, but make your list on paper and go, okay, now how am I going to get in front of these people? And then you just need to every single day start talking to those people on that list and work from the list, not from social media, not from like doing a post and expecting people to respond from it. Actually reach out to 5 people a day from that contact list.
Yes, I like that. I just randomly pick, and it's like it gets so overwhelming. Like, who am I going to talk to?
Your friends list, print out your Facebook friends list, and work from that or categorize it, and shut your news feed off. Kill your news feed.
How do you do? I don't know how to do that. You all right, buddy?
You know, if you like these, try it and see if you like it first. So like that's what I would start with. And then if there's anything you can do locally, can you do a shake party? Is there people who would want to come work out with you?
That would be fun.
Like, is there a New Year's workout you can do? Is there like a New Year, like a dream board party, or like, you know what I mean? Like, think outside the box, because at the end of the day, the journey has to be fun. People think, oh, when I hit the goals, then I'll have fun. No, if you're not having fun working your way to hitting the goals, you're never going to hit the goals.
Yes. And
so
I think that's where I got lost. I wasn't having fun anymore, and it was like I felt like I had to do something. So it's like
you have to talk to people every day, even if it's one person. One person, you know, if like you have that crazy busy mom day, but you can get on Messenger, you can get on voice text, you can text a friend you haven't talked to in forever. Like every day, try to like, you know, I would say 5 people from the list, but like on those days, make sure you talk to one person and start those conversations, and then know like where they're leading to. Are they going to lead to a challenge group, or are you going to talk to them about your business? But that's why I say you kind of have to explore different ways of doing that.
Yeah.
So that you find what works for you, and you are not ruling things out and putting all your eggs in one basket of social media too.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna. I have a lot of notes that I'm taking right on this little. I'm not gonna look at anything else but these notes.
Okay.
But I do want to a goal though. I mean, obviously, right now I only have 1 under me. I don't know if I sent it to you or not. But I plan to be freaking diamond by Summit in like That's my goal. Like I have to do it.
You just need to start sponsoring and like building a team. Whether you're signing people up for the discount or you're signing up to work the business, you just have to start getting in front of people. And that starts with just conversations. When you print out your Facebook friends list and there's people on there you haven't talked to in a long time, you know this. You're just like, hey, how are you? Or you're just liking and commenting on some of their posts. That's eventually going to lead to a message. And then maybe you're inviting them to the ATM, you know, like that, the flagship product group. But some of them might be, you know, a coffee date if they're local, or a phone call, a Zoom call, or a messenger. But like your goal eventually is like every day you want to be like talking to a person. Like, and talking means literally like we're talking right now, you know. Can you get on Zoom? Can you get on voice text? Can you meet with them face to face? If you do that, your business will explode. But it's building enough momentum to make those types of like appointments. Or if you had a workout at your house every other week, or if you had a shake party and you had 7 people come, that's 7 people you're going to talk to. And that's how you just have to look at it, like how many people can I get in front of? But you have to come in with the right mindset. You have to come in from this place that we're talking about, because otherwise
it's for nothing.
It is. Yeah. And people see right through it.
That's what I don't want. I don't want people to look at me and think like anything that I'm not like genuine, or like I'm just trying to get a sale from them, because it's not it at all. I actually want to, like I would say, I really want to make a difference. And I know that it starts with myself first, because it's like I can't be there for other people if I'm not there for myself first.
Right. But it's also kind of like working out in the aspect that you can't wait until you have it all together to be this committed person to then lead people. If you sign people up right now, it's going to push you to a higher level of accountability to show up, to read your book, to do your workout, to drink your shake, to do your invite, because you have these people you're responsible for. It's like waiting. Okay, it's like being a mom. It's like waiting until you know everything possible to be a mom. And it doesn't work that way. You learn from doing. And that's like the best analogy, and that just popped in my head, but that's exactly how this works, right? You have a higher level of accountability to be responsible, to do everything, to be a better person, because you have somebody that you're responsible for. And that's the same thing when you start to sign people up on your team. You feel a level of responsibility for them. So then it pushes you up a notch.
I like that. I like that analogy you used too. That's cute.
Yeah, it's true, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to let you go. Skylar's, who knows what she's doing. She's probably tearing the pantry apart. But all right, well, you work on all that, and after Christmas, connect with me and send that to me when you get that all on paper, and then let me know what your plan of action is. But I really just think you need to kind of turn everything else off and internally get focused.
Okay.
And if you have an accountability partner, then you kind of need to tell the accountability partner, this is what I am going to check in with you. This is what I'm going to send to you on a daily basis. Like, and maybe it's just like how many people you talk to. Like, tell them what you're going to be held accountable for. Like, I'm going to send you my workout, and I'm going to send you how many people I talk to, or like something simple.
Yeah.
But don't feel like you need to tell, like, you know what I mean? Like, what do you need the partner for? Like, what are the most important activities? You don't need to tell them
everything.
you don't have time for that. And then you don't need whatever's going on in their life. Like, you don't need that.
Oh, I know what you mean, because I get so overwhelmed with just their lives. I'm like,
well, and then sometimes it's not the right partner, Or you need to redefine the relationship and say, let's do a call once a month. Let's text only. And this is what I want to text you. These are the 3 things I'm going to send you every day. If you want to, send me 3 of your own things, but these are the things that are going to push my business forward. And these are the things I can commit to. And that's what I'm going to send you every day. And if I don't text you, text me back and hold me accountable. But you don't need a person you need to motivate. You don't have time for that. When you bring people on your team, you got to take care of those people. You can't take care of an accountability partner. So you kind of have to tell them, this is what I need. So I'm going to send this to you. And you maybe need to reevaluate that relationship too. And if it's not pushing you, then maybe you need to say like, for January, I'm going to take a break on this because I'm going to start to focus on this. But if you guys want to reconnect, like maybe once a month, at the end of the month or middle of the month, Pushing for Success Club or something like that.
Yeah, I like that. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah, don't feel like you're locked into a relationship with anybody, especially if it's not pushing you forward, because you're either getting pulled back or you're pushing forward, and you never stay in the same spot.
I've been stuck in the same spot forever, so it's like something needs to change.
Yeah. So, all right, girlfriend. Well, I recorded this, so I'll send this to you. Okay.
Thank you so much for taking time out. Seriously.
Yeah, it's okay. Merry Christmas. And let me know when you get that all organized. Send it to me, okay?
Okay, I will.
All right. Bye.